whatever, however they did the crime, whether they intended to do it, whether they were just really.
This is a fascinating class. They're talking about the immigrants who were kicked out of the United States with their visas taken away. Let's talk about it real quick. It's fascinating to hear student side of this, especially younger students, saying, well, forgiveness, these crimes here, this here, we shouldn't force them and things like that. I get where they're getting that from, but you also have to hold accountability. You signed a document when you came to the United States saying if I did certain things, I would be able to do certain things. Like if I got great grades, I did this here, I'll be able to keep my student visa. If I didn't do any crimes, I'd be able to keep my student visa. These are the requirements when they signed it. Now, under a previous administration, they were way more lenient and offered some new options. Those options are not codified in law, though. They're basically executive orders, or they are letters of memorandum of what we should be doing. That doesn't mean that they were actually congressionally passed laws. And this is where the problem comes in. We've spent so many presidencies making law by fiat, from DACA, which was under Obama, which was the start of the first real federal law, non-federal law of immigration in the United States, to now where Trump is by fiat of executive order basically ramping up removals at a pace that, well, is still below President Obama's pace, but man, it's skyrocketing, getting close. It's probably at about 60% of Obama's pace. And that being said, a lot of people are in shock. And the huge shocker right now coming from the Obama administration till now, I'm not going to talk about the Clinton, but I'm talking about Obama to now, is in the Obama administration, we had our first social media president. With the Trump administration, we have our most recent social media president. And social media has grown so rapidly. We didn't have the ability to have live streams like they're having at the protests all in California right now, or in Portland. We didn't have those capabilities. Now we do, and people are seeing a ton of stuff but don't know what is what. And their compassion side is there, which I get it. But the rational side of, hey, you signed a document, you said you were going to do this, or Congress did not pass a law, has not quite caught up to the social media hype. Right now, I blame Congress for all of this. Congress under Obama could have passed immigration law like they passed the ACA. Under Trump, they could have passed immigration law like they passed their tax bill. Under Biden, they could have passed an immigration law like they passed their other funding thing. And under Trump again, the big bill. This is all Congress's fault. And the presidents really need to force Congress to